Om. 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 Om Gurudevaya Vidmahe Param Brahmani Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodaya. This is the third sequence in my channel. My friend asked me a beautiful question. The question is, in one moment we understand the reality of life and the truth, but the next moment we are again in Maya. There is no permanency in our state of mind to be steadfast, to be steadfast in the absolute reality or truth. We always deviate. Why? A beautiful conversation in Mahabharata has been illustrated very elaborately regarding Jaksha and conversation, the question and answer between Jaksha and Yudhishthira, the Emperor Yudhishthira. The Jaksha asked the question, why? What is the most astonishing thing in the world? Yudhishthira told that every moment people are dying, but people are thinking that they will not die. They will always live. This is most astonishing thing. It is really astonishing things that we never think that we are going to die, because in reality also we never die. In absolute reality we never die, but in relative reality we really die. One of our vital part dies, and then it born in a different dimension. So why we think that we are not dying? Because in reality, in the absolute term, we are not dying. That particular absolute truth is reflected upon our mind always. That's why the feeling of immortality is feeling that we will not have any time ever die, that comes to our mind. Many times, for few moments or few hours or something, we are blessed with positive energy. We are blessed with positive thinking, love for everybody else, and identity with the eternal truth. Sometimes a glimpse of it comes to us. We become unattached. We become sthita prajna for few moments also, but it is momentary. It is momentary moment. The next moment, anger comes. Maybe anger coming, maybe cruelty coming, maybe restlessness coming. That particular tranquil state of truth, which one moment we absorb that and we immerse in that, fascinated by that, but the next moment that particular state has gone. We maybe become a incarnation of anger in the next moment, depending upon the surrounding we are in. What is our surrounding? The vital, the most innermost, the most intimate surrounding is our thought. And we have no control over our thought. No control, no control. Then, what is our surrounding? This body is our surrounding. Thought is our surrounding. That is called the vrittis of mind. That is called thought. Nothing else. Vrittis means the mind's outward expression is thought. Thought is the innermost surrounding which surrounds us. Then this body. Then all the people around, everything else. The three things are there. Our surrounding is changing. When we will attach to our surrounding, we also change. Our surrounding is changing. You will say, we can say that this body is not changing. No, every moment it is changing. Thousands of cells are dying and thousands of cells are created every moment also. So body is continuously changing. The mind is continuously changing. The environment around us may be changing continuously. And we are attached to our environment. We are attached to our environment. And due to this attachment, we are also changing. So, it's a very simple thing. But yet, it is the most difficult thing to be in that particular state, to be in that equilibrium state. We are always in dvaita. That is the outward properties of the feelings of the mind, what is going on inside. It comes in a binary form also. One is maybe happiness or some extent of happiness or some sort of sadness. Sometimes love or cruelty. Like this, all the dualities comes as the mind, as the thought is changing, as the mind is changing, we are also changing. So there is no permanency in our state of happiness. And there is no permanency in our state of unhappiness because everything is changing. They're bound to change as long as our mind is not being controlled. As long as our mind's propensities are there. Always changes. Everybody changes. And in this world nowadays, we cannot know the identity of a man, the personality of a man. The persona of a man also changes because so many diverse factors are affecting us in more gigantic way, more vivid way. Never before this contrast atmosphere ever happened. This already we are in Dwapara, but the effect of Kali is still there, and all the diverse entities, thoughts are being jumbled up inside us. So how we can expect? And in this turmoil, in the cyclone of thoughts, how we can guarantee that a particular state will be permanent within us? No, it will never be permanent within us until and unless we will control our mind. Okay, fine. Controlling our mind is a vast subject. We'll not go through there. But why? In a certain period, we are in truth. We are feeling that we are in truth. We are so happy. But the next moment we are not. Why? Because sometimes, because truth is always there. That is the nearest thing to us. But we are being covered, abruta, covered with Maya. So, truth is there. We are also truth. We are, we are here, but we are being covered with Maya. So, the truth acts in two ways. One is absolute truth, which we are the soul. And Avhasa Chaitanya, or the which has got the reflection of that absolute truth, is mind, that we are, what we feel. And in between them, Maya is been there, covering the absolute truth from the mind. And we are attached to the Maya. We are not attached to the absolute truth. Sometimes, for some reason, there are several reasons. This particular well of Maya, little bit dissipates, and the spark of the truth comes to us, and we become very much saturated with that truth. For a moment, we think that we'll be remaining in it. No? Again, the veil of Maya closes itself. That particular feeling, that particular pleasure, that particular happiness, that particular bliss go away. Because what is Maya? Maya is matrix. Matrix of time also. Matrix of time also. Matrix of emotion. Matrix of thought. Matrix of materia. We are inside bounded inside the matrix of Maya. So how we can expect that absolute truth which is beyond Maya can be our permanent state? No, it can't be our permanent state until and unless we strive for it. And it is also virtue, it is not a vice that we are not in a permanent state. If permanence will be our habit, then if we'll have a bad thought, that bad thought itself will be permanent. And that is the most dangerous thing. Our concentration will be so vivid. When a bad thought comes and we are concentrated upon that, then we will be bad. But the virtue of mind is to vacillate. The virtue of mind is volatile. That is a blessings. It's not a vice. It's blessings in this particular state of mind we are. But as we evolve, day by day, it's a holistic process. The concentration increases, thought power increases, and everything, if we will dedicate ourselves to know the reality, the absolute truth, one day will come at the time we'll be establishing that truth. But for that we have to do avyasha and vairagya. Yes, previous one I told about viveka and vairagya. Now I am telling about avyasa and vairagya. Avyasa means whatever viveka told us, whatever the master told us, whatever the good qualities we have imbibed within us, we will practice it. We will we will be established in that particular virtues if longer and longer period of time. That is called avyasha. And vairagya, what is vairagya? The every moment, the time its mind is changing, all the material things, all the material things, our mind is been attached, many things. Even emotion is also a matter. So, at the time, vairagya, if we will practice the vairagya to be detached from that external propensities within us. Okay, let's go in a different direction. In our midbrain, the sanskaras of millions of life is there as a memory, sruti, smriti. And those sanskaras, time to time, sprout upon within us. The desire sprouts. Because that particular memory is inside us. And those memory acted upon our vitality to express. If those memories are Nibriti Margi memories, then it will go inside. If those memories are Prabriti Margi memory, Prabriti Pragada means going outward, then it will express the senses. So, most of the time, our Prabritis are the memories compel us to go towards senses. Because most of the memories inside our midbrain is sensual memory. Through sense we absorb that particular truth, that particular imagery, that particular feelings or that experience itself. In that. So, always with different thoughts, we energize, or we wanted to experience those things to various senses within us. So, for that reason, we are always experiencing changes in our life. No positive mood is permanent, and no negative mood also permanent either in our state of living. So, what is the solution? Solution is to check ourselves. Solution is to have a vairagya, detachment of what we are experiencing. If we will detached, if we'll have a witness to what we are doing only, not being associated, our emotions associated with any of the experience we are experiencing, then a state come. At that time, the beautiful state, the beautiful truth on which sometimes we experience, we can keep it. That is called, the Guru is always giving that particular experience to the Shishya. Who is Guru? The higher mind is Guru. And who is Shishya? The confused mind is Shishya. The Guru always gives that particular things to Shishya, wanted to give that particular state to his Shishya, but Shishya is not prepared, his patrata, means his own abilities to hold it, to capture, to have a stability of the truth within him, assimilate within us, within his self. No? Because we are confused. We don't have avyasha and vairagya, avyasha and vairagya, avyasha and vairagya. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. All the good things to be practiced. And in the same time, Vairagya, 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 unattached with all the fruits, what we are practicing. Not only that, unattached with whatever it is coming to the mind, we have to unattached. We have to give it to the God. We have to give it to the Guru. That is the only way we can get rid of that particular state of vacillation, and will be established in tranquil, in tranquil. Om Namo Narayana. Jai Guru, 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 Jai Guru.